ton of success in the industry, and he is absolutely lighting it on fire here. In this promotion, he personally enrolled 7 qualified financial directors in the midst of this last week, experiencing some tragedy in his life, a major tragedy. It's not some tragedy, but I know that he lost his mother. And for him to even be on here tonight, one, I want to commend him. But the other thing I want to say is that our heart goes out to him. Definitely keep him and his family in your prayers. I would greatly appreciate that. And I know that I saw a post that he did today on Facebook, and I couldn't help but comment on it. I don't comment on every post I see, but this one I had to comment on because you could just tell that he, one, is missing his mother, but I also feel like he understands how blessed he is that he has a mother that loved him, that he has incredible memories, and that she obviously has a life worth celebrating. And so I know a lot of people mourn when they lose someone, and thus we should. But at the same time, it's always special when you know that someone has lived a life worth celebrating. And I could tell that through that post that Pat put up. So definitely keep him in your prayers. But I want to bring up somebody I now get to call my friend, Mr. Pat Sheffler. So,
can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, buddy.
So I'm supposed to talk after that?
You know how this goes. We say what's on our heart.
That's a curveball, man. No, listen, I appreciate it. And by the way, Brian, you don't talk fast. You're not talking fast. Believe me.
Okay,
I talk fast. But
okay.
California. But I really appreciate that, and that it's kind of full circle and sort of is part of the reason that Kevin and I were really attracted to MWR. So in my career, right, I own a marketing company in California. I've owned for 25 years, actually 30 years. But I've done 2 other sort of full-time network marketing opportunities, and I've been waiting about 10 years for another one because I don't want to work. I think Kevin and I, it's well known that we could make money any type of opportunity, like a lot of us that are in this space. But there's not really anything out there, right? There isn't a lot out there that really has the key things that we look for, which is the ownership that is integral, right? That is doing things for the right reason, but also has a product and a service that people actually need that isn't overpriced, right? It's super rare. And so kind of full circle to what you're saying, I built my entire livelihood, my personal life, my business life on trust, relationships, integrity, and those kinds of things. And that's kind of what you saw in the post today. And so I do appreciate that. And obviously I'm we're very close-knit family, on the personal side, but I'm looking for that in business as well. So I was looking to do my own financial services business, but when you get into it and dig in, and if you want to do it the right way, it's not something you can kind of just put together, right? And so, we were looking at some other, opportunities, and we came across MWR, and when we looked at it, we're like, I thought I've heard of every single company out there. Like I thought I knew everything, right, in this industry. And turns out that I didn't know of it. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. What's wrong with this company? Let's figure something out here and see where the holes are, right? So we dug in and we looked and we poked and we prodded and nothing, And so I'm like, all right, we got to talk to Brian. We got to talk to Brian, see what's going on. So we talked to you, like we said, multiple times. And we're so excited because, again, this is something that every single person in the United States of America should have. If you have no money and no resources, you absolutely need to be in this as a member, right? Mm-hmm. If you have resources and you have money, you absolutely should be in this program, right? Whether you could be a multimillionaire, and I promise you there are things you don't know about money that you will learn in this company. So I don't care what your situation is, you should be in this. And you should also, frankly, be a qualified financial director as well, because it's going to show you how to save money and make your money work for you. So it was sort of the perfect storm for us, right? I mean, we were looking for something in this space, but there's no companies that really resonate with us that we want to work with. Well, there really was. And so we're super excited about it. And I just want to say something about the promotion. Listen, in November and December, is when you really should be working for January, February, March, and April, not in January, in December, in November, and October, whenever you have the opportunity, preceding when you're really going to get after it, right? And so we didn't even know there was a promotion going on, to be honest with you, at the beginning, or that there would be one. We just went to work because we are so blessed to have stumbled across this opportunity. So people on this watching us right now, you still have a lot of time before the end of this year. Like, don't wait until next year. That's all I got to say, because the bottom line is this contest was great, and only a company as great as this would do this kind of a thing. But the reality is we win not because we won these contests or because the contest existed, but because we were active and brought people in that will help our families in the future, right? Generational type stuff. And so the last thing I want to say, and I'll turn it back over, is that this is a legacy play, guys. This is not a 6-month or 1 year or 5-year deal. This is a 10, 20-year deal. This is a legacy opportunity, guys, which means people that have had success in this industry or that haven't had success, either way, this is somewhere where you want to plant your flag. You really want to buy into this thing. You want to delve into it. You want to learn about it. And once you do that, don't overeducate yourself. Learn the basics. Then just start talking to every single person that you ever come across, because you know what? You're doing them a disservice if you do not present this to people. So that's all I got for now, guys. But I want to thank you guys. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, and super blessed to be here as part of this family, as another family now.
Well, hey, we appreciate you, and we consider ourselves blessed, and everything you said there, I love it, and I appreciate it. It's not it's not easy to say that when you've only been around a company, for 30 days. But what you've done is you've done your due diligence. That's the difference between a pro and an amateur. They know going in, they've done their homework. They're going to look, they're going to under the hood, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. And I appreciate you all saying those kind of things. That's for sure. Because you're right. This is a legacy company. This is not a